Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Now, as most of you would know, I've recently gotten myself an upgrade to a direct drive wheel and got myself a Simagic M10 wheelbase together with a GT1 steering wheel. Now, the software that Simagic uses is Race Manager, and at the time of this video, the latest version is version 3.5. I'll include the download links so you guys can download it as well if you need to. Now, I understand there have been some concern about firmware updates needed to get the wheel running perfectly. I'd just like to state that for my wheel, it was literally plug and play. I unboxed it and you saw the unboxing video. I got it mounted to my rig, plugged it into my PC, did a simple calibration, which I'll walk you guys through it as well. It was literally like a 30-second calibration process. Remapped the steering axis and buttons to what I needed to in-game, adjusted the force feedback settings, and that was it. I was up and running immediately in Assetto Corsa. So I had zero issues whatsoever. And for the record, I was using Race Manager version 3.4 and my firmware version was 4033. That's just in case it's useful to you. So I believe that this concern probably came about because there were some reviews done on pre-production units where they needed the firmware updates in order to work properly. But yeah, I had zero issues with mine and it was working absolutely fine. So today we're going to be using Race Manager 3.5 and get the firmware updates done to the wheelbase as well as the steering wheel itself. So let's get to it. So the first thing you'll notice when you download Race Manager 3.5 and open the program is that the program is in Chinese. No worries, you can easily solve the problem. Click on Settings on the left, that's the third icon on the left. Scroll down to the lower side. From Chinese, you want to switch that to English. And there you go. Right now the whole program is in English, and the good thing is the settings will remember, so the next time you open it, it will still be in English. Now, before you update the firmware for your steering wheel, do take note that you need to remove it from your wheelbase. So what I've done is I've taken off my steering wheel here. As you can see, there's a USB port at the bottom over here where I'm pointing, and you got to connect that straight to your PC. So the important thing is the steering wheel has to be removed from the wheelbase before you're going to conduct the wheel update. So same thing with your wheelbase, just leave it connected as how you normally would to your PC and you can get going with the update process. So we're going to be running the base update file that you see over here. I'm going to click on that, click yes, and we want to check update. So right now my wheel is connected via USB to my PC, how you normally have it connected if you're playing a game anyway. Click on check update. And you see my current wheelbase is showing the latest version, so I'll click OK. I can't click on download, basically I can't do anything else. So all's good. It's good to know that the wheelbase I have comes pre-installed with the latest firmware. What we're going to do now is click on wheel update. So for wheel update, you have to make sure your wheel is disconnected from the wheelbase and connected to your PC directly via USB. So same thing for wheel update. You want to click on it, click check update, and it shows it's got the latest version as well. Alright, so let's get going with the calibration procedure for the steering wheel. Now the first thing you need to notice is that this switch over here, this little flick switch here you can see, instead of going up and down, you can also press it in. Now bear in mind that the instructions tell you to press it in. So when I'm saying press it in, literally push the button in, alright? So first step, this little toggle switch here, flick it up to the up position, press this button, and every single pedal, press it twice in any order. Alright, that's the second time. Let go of this button, and flick the switch back down. There you go, calibration procedure done. Well, so yeah, there you go. What we've done is we've calibrated the steering wheel. We've tried to update the wheelbase firmware as well as tried to update the steering wheel firmware. It's good to know that right now, out of the factory, the wheelbase and the wheel comes pre-installed with the latest firmware version. So for those of you who are a little afraid of updating the firmware and you don't want to brick your new equipment, there's nothing to worry about. I've tried running Race Manager 3.4 as well as Race Manager 3.5 with the firmware on my set. That's firmware 4033 as well for those of you who are interested. No issues with either Race Manager 3.4 or 3.5. I had absolutely no issues. The only thing to note is for Race Manager 3.5, if you download it from the link that I gave you, the default language would be in Chinese. So follow my instructions, get that changed to English if you want, and you're all good to go. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like this video if you find it useful. Subscribe to this channel if you like to be kept updated on what else we're doing next. That's all for this video. I'll see you next time.